As you can see by the title, this video is the realities of being a full-time reseller on any platform. It could be eBay, Vinted, Depop, whatnot, car boot sales. You could just sell like car boots, I don't know, a trader, whatever you want to call yourself, Facebook Marketplace. Wherever you sell, this is the reality of it if you want to do it full-time, okay? So watch closely, listen and learn. Actually, before we start this, I don't claim to be the GOAT of this game. Well, I am the GOAT of this game, but I don't claim to be like, I'm not here to make you become a millionaire, all right? I'm just here to teach you how to make more money than your job pays you, just above it, maybe a bit more, maybe double it. And you can just go home and do whatever you want. Okay, that's the reality. So we're going to start off with some things that I've written down. I'm going to go off topic. I think there's about 3 or 4 topics I'm going to go off. And then obviously I want you guys to comment if you've got any other little tips for people. This, that and the other. Happy days. So first is rotation of stock. So how quick you can get the stock in and get it out. For example, there's certain things for certain people that'll sell a lot better. That is the reality of this game. So like everyone will be like, oh, see this guy sell all these clothes, I can do that. See this guy sell the cameras, I can do that. This guy sells toys, I can do that. I'll just sell toys, clothes and cameras and I'll make loads. Hear me out. I sell a lot of cameras. I sell a lot of toys, plushes, stuff like that. I cannot sell shoes and clothes at all. Like not for, you might see people like, let's see who's a big, Johnny Dodger, what a legend, shout out to him as well by the way. You might see him, I think he did something with shoes before, but he can get a pair of shoes off Vinted and he can pay like 10, 15 quid for these shoes and sell them for 70 odd quid. I go to a car boot, find them same shoes for £1 and I can't even sell them for 12. Do you know what I mean? Yes, he cleans them up and I try and clean them up the best I can, or even find them. It just, I don't want people to start selling eBay thinking they can sell everything what everyone else can. Doesn't work like that. Certain things for certain people. Like Johnny Dodger will sell a lot of shoes now because he's well known for being a shoe seller. You've just started out. That's the reality of it. So the reality of that part is, don't think you can just sell everything because you can't. For example, how many plushes I've got stacked in there. When I first started, I sold 3 or 4 plushes for like, bought them for £1 or 50p and sold them for like 25, 20, 15. I thought this is easy, I just keep doing this all the time. And then I end up getting a plush obsession with them 3 boxes and that full blue bag down there. There must be 300 plushes that I haven't sold. And say I bought all them at £1 or £2 or 50p. At the low end, 1,000 plushes that I haven't sold. Nah, that's not that many, it's about 300. Say there's 300 plushes that I haven't sold. Yeah? At £1 each. That's £300 down the drain. Plus the fuel to get there. The time I've wasted out each car boot to pick them up. And some of them have cost more than £1. Some of them have cost less, but some of them have cost... I've picked up like Build-A-Bears for £5. That's the gist anyway. That's that part done. Hidden costs. So people think they just start out, they sell this guy 40 quid, boom, send it off because they pay postage as well. Then you're going to get the full 40 quid, happy days. Unless you sell this on Vinted for 40 quid, that is not going to happen. So if I sold this on eBay for £40 on the dot, an offer coming, I accept 40 quid. And it's not on 80% off listings, for example. Because if you haven't got a, if you use a business account or an eBay account, as they say, and don't worry, you can still pay taxes if you're on a private account like I am. I am on a private account because I don't believe in paying eBay any more money than I already do. I don't want ties of them taking so much out of bank every month. It's not for me. So, and you get 80% off listings every other weekend, and you also get free listings on clothing, so you get the full fees. Obviously you still got to pay taxes out of it, but yeah, enough bagging about that. So say it's not an 80% off fees on eBay and you sell this for 40 quid plus the shipping. They then use, so say it's £4 shipping as well, so now your total is £44 you sold this for, right? This is for people starting out. The realities of this doing it's full time. £44 for this, and it cost you, say it cost you a £5 and you sold it for 44 quid. They deduct their eBay prices off that £44. So you're like, well, I didn't get £44 because it was the postage, but you did. So say now you're left with, after fees, they've took whatever, I don't know, you're left with, off the top of my head, I'd say £33, £34 now you've sold this for. Cost you a £5. So now that's what, £28. Right, so that's £28 pure profit. You then you've got to, at that 28, you've got to do the postage label. But they've already paid the postage, yes, but I'm doing it off the top of the deduction. So that's another £4. So now you're at £24 profit, right? Then off that £24 profit, you have got to put, that's what you've made to the tax man. So at the end of the year, when it comes round, that £24, you'll be lucky if you made £12.50. That's the realities of that. Other hidden cost, fuel's got to go out. Packing supplies have got to go out. Somewhere to store your items. For example, I built a shed. Well, I didn't build it, but I bought this shed. The base was £1,500 and the shed itself was £2,000. So that's £3,500 just to have somewhere to store my stuff. And then, if you can see behind me, all these boxes, them bigger boxes can be 10 to 15 quid each. The medium ones are about 10 to 12 quid. Littler ones, maybe 6, 7 quid. These ones about the same. These ones, the racking that's up at the back, if you can see it. And these are racking as well, they're about 50 quid each. Them filing cabinets I got for free, so I'm alright, but for people who can't get it for free, filing cabinets, you're probably looking about another 50 quid each there. There's about £1,000 just without stock, just in supplies to hold stuff in here. And if you're doing it full time, you can't do it out of the bedroom, because look at all this stuff that hasn't sold that's listed on platforms such as eBay, Vinted, Depop, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Packing supplies down here. Another one, that's a big one for me. So number 3, I don't know what number I'm on, we're just going to blag it. I'm just going to keep going. So I hope you like this video already. If you have, I appreciate it. If you've got any other little tips, leave them down below. If you want to tip me for this video, happy days, tip me down below, whatever you need to do. Weather. Now, obviously, I do YouTube reselling as well. So I've got to mix the two together. So like today, it's Sunday. It's the busiest day for us for content. So I've missed like 3 to 4 videos today. Well, say 3. On average, it's 3. We're going to get 3 car boots on a Sunday. I've missed 3 videos. 3 lots of ways of getting stock just from the rain. So weather can really affect you full time. If it's really sunny outside, everyone's like, yes, get in. You go to the car boot, that's all good. But the bad side of that is, if it's really sunny summer, everybody's out. Nobody's on the phone buying your eBay stuff. So you could find the weather raining really bad is bad for you because you can't get to the boot sales and buy the stock, but can also be good for you because everyone's going to be at home on the phone. Or everyone's going to be at home on a Sunday not doing anything because, you know what I mean? And then summer is the same. Yes, it's red hot, buzzing. Can't believe it. I'm going to get all the car boots. It's going to be amazing. Going to have a nice burger when I'm walking around, get loads of footage, whatever. But then everyone else is out swimming or they're out on holiday or doing whatever they're doing. So they're not on the phone. So then that whole day you might not make a sale. Another thing as well, I'd say, is if you do start out, like me, I guarantee at least 2 or 3 sales, no matter what it is, every day. Otherwise, I'd shit my pants. But for example, if you've just started out, even if you're like 6 months into it, and you're like, oh, I ain't had a sale today. eBay's dead. Oh my God, I ain't had a vintage sale today. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, what am I going to do? Don't worry about that. You've only just started out. Now, if it's your only income and you're 6 months into it and you've gone full time, then I believe you're an idiot. I would research as much as you could, like I did. I was at the job I was at. Hated it every day I went. I was there. Every night shift I was on, I was there. Research, thinking, right, I can do this, and learn on the way. Like the first year of me doing it and I was still working, how many mistakes I made. People tell you, what you watch the videos, made so many mistakes. Even now, I've only just started pretty much getting better items. People keep saying, stop picking up this, mate, stop picking up that, start picking up better stuff. And hopefully I am doing it now. Obviously I still pick up the little things like this, but when it's like a bundle from like a charity shop or a car boot, a big bundle or an auction, you're going to buy it for a couple of quid, aren't you? But yeah, biggest thing for me, what I love the most about doing it on eBay, and that's why I use eBay as the main platform, is the global shipping program. I get a lot of messages every day. Shout out to Ricky Resellers. He's got a full video where he shows you step by step how to do it. So if you're actually watching this like, oh, global shipping, I could do with that, you can listen to me, and I'm not explaining it as good as Ricky would because he'll show you it in his video. He's good at editing all that stuff and whatever. So Ricky Resells, go across there and you'll see the global shipping. I'll explain it as quick as I can. Global shipping means this. It opens up your shop page, whatever you've got, your business on eBay, up to everybody in the world, pretty much. Every country you can think of, you can ship to, pretty much, I believe, or Europe, whatever. So for example, people message me saying, how do I know the weight price? And I'm like, what do you mean, mate? It's like, so if I sell something to Germany, it's asking me to put a weight in and a weight and a price in. If you're doing that, that's wrong straight away. That's not how you do global shipping program, right? You just go on your settings, like Ricky will show you if you watch one of his videos. Go on the settings and it'll just be one button. You click it and that's it. Then all you do then is if you sell something, it's no different. So you sell something, let's say it's this guy, again, he's just sold 40 quid. You're like, right, it's gone global shipping. So it'll just say global shipping program on your thing. You're like, okay. You get him, shove him in the box like you would a normal sale in the UK. Load him up, stick your label on the front. Now, the label you'd put on, you only put the shipping price on it. So say this is a small parcel, Royal Mail, tracked, £3.39, whatever it is. Right, that's what you've charged the buyer. So when they buy it in America or whatever, say it's Germany, it's going to Germany. So the German guy wants this. When he's bought this, all I do is send it to eBay. So when I print a label off for a global shipping program, it's already there. You don't have to type anything in or anything like that. You just print a normal label off. It will always say the eBay's depot or whatever it's called. And then all this is, this gets shipped to the UK, so it doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to tell them what the postage is because you don't know. You send this to the UK still, it'll go to eBay's company, they'll get it, they'll have a look, confirm it's all good, then they rewrap the item. People say they don't, but trust me, they do. They take it out and rewrap the item. But once this parcel hits eBay in the UK and they say it's okay, and then it says update on an email, your item has been shipped from us to abroad. Now if that guy gets it, opens it up and he's like, oh, it's water damaged, Teddy's ripped, negative feedback for you because it's not wrapped correctly or whatever, you contact eBay. That is not your problem anymore. Once this hits the UK eBay, it is their problem. So whatever happens from them, if they say it's all good and then they send it out and it gets damaged in there, gets lost, get whatever, it is not your problem. Just so you know. Enough of that. But yeah, global shipping program, definitely do it. Another reality of this life is I get a lot of people asking me, sorry about that, I get a lot of people asking me, even in the UK, they don't do global shipping, how do you know what the weight of everything is? Now, I'll be honest with you, I have never, can I set you up somewhere, hang on, set you back up here. I have never, since I've done this game, ever weighed anything. So like this here, again, 40 quid it sold for, it hasn't sold for 40 quid, but say it did. Or I buy it and I'm going to list it. I just know what size parcel it is by holding it. I can just judge the weight in my hand. So I already know I could send that £2.94 with every 1 kg parcel. Or if I'm thinking, I sold it for 40 quid, I don't want to send it with every because of scum, I'll send it £3.39 Royal Mail because it doesn't weigh more than 2 kg, for example. If I bundled it with a VHS, which is the same as what I've sold it, I'll still probably keep it Royal Mail because it's still going to be under 2 kg. I just know by picking up, and it's from experience of doing it all the time. Now, some people ain't as knowledgeable as the man who knows the weight of items. So they have like scales to weigh it on and do it precise. But then again, you can do that, but it's another outgoing. I don't do that. For example, if I picked up something that's heavy, say I've got like the Wii bundles are sold. Say I've got a Wii bundle, right? And there's 20 games in the bundle. There's a Wii controlled everything. It's quite heavy. I know roughly top of my head, them games weigh this much, that way this, but forget all that. It's probably about 4 or 5 kg. So I just send it 5 kg. You just know, it's hard to explain, just know it off the top of your head. You know off the weight. And if you think, bloody hell, this is like a LaCroix set and it's really heavy, people send like DPD and stuff and spend like 11 quid. Forget that. Just go on every large parcel, as long as it's not as long as 120 centimetres, it will cost you to send that £6 something. And people are either going to buy a LaCroix set that they want and pay £6 postage on a 40 quid item. They're not going to buy a 40 quid item and spend 15 quid postage. Simple. And then if you're worried about every damage in it, just make sure you've wrapped it so it doesn't matter how hard to smash it on the floor, it's not going to break. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. Hopefully you've watched the video of me just chatting absolute shite. But it's not shite, I'm trying to help the best I can. It's just my way of doing things. If you are a full-time reseller or even a YouTube reseller like Daz, or if Ricky's watching, Retro, anybody like that, Johnny Dodge, anyone watching, leave a comment for people of something that you think might help them. And then for people who are other resellers, and not even have to be YouTube guys, same thing. And if anyone comments at the bottom needs a bit of advice, I'll comment the best I can to help you. But if somebody else knows the answer to it, hopefully you'll comment on their comment as well and help them out. Yeah. If I've missed anything, let me know. If you want any more information, you can always message me on Instagram, Kadji_Reseller, and I reply to everybody, or try to anyway. I always reply to every comment on a YouTube video. Try to anyway. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you leave a like, guys, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Get it. Get it.